In today's BTG episode, Martin goes off on Kat and sides with Eva. Kat begins to wonder if she's a bitch, and Naomi almost tastes the poison tea. Martin's appalled by Kat dragging Eva, Donnie, and Andre declare their love. And Leslie tries to extort Vern, and Leslie can hear Peaches coughing and hacking before she enters her room at Garland. Memoria, she's angry the doctors haven't done anything to help with the cough, but Peaches doesn't want her getting in anyone's face. It's too late for that. Leslie storms out and finds Shanice on a call. She gets in her face. "Hey, gossip girl," she says, threatening to throw her cheap phone out if she doesn't give her help. Shanice tells the doctor she'll send over the CT results and disconnects. Leslie asks for morphine, but Shanice can't give her anything. Without the attending's instruction, get updates on the latest posts and more from soapspoilers.com. Straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising. As outlined in our privacy notice. Shanice gets in her face and tells her to relax. Ted turns up and Leslie begs him to give Peaches painkillers. Shanice explains she did 25 minutes ago. Wilkes needs to give the okay before she does that. Ted takes her to the sofas. Leslie worries Peaches won't be able to move into her house with her. Ted tells his ex that he found a local trial accepting new patients. Leslie's moved and hugs her hero as she eyes Shanice. Leslie introduces her mother to Ted in her room later, and they remember each other from Uptown. They explain she's the perfect candidate for a new clinical trial. There are no guarantees, but they've got hope. Peaches is grateful. While Peaches rests, Leslie tells Ted she's a mess. He's glad she didn't try to scheme. She doesn't know how to scheme up a new heart. He wants to believe she can change and likes this new Dana. When Ted's gone, Leslie goes to Shanice to tell her to stay away from her man. Shanice is confused. Leslie literally spells it out in sign language as she repeats herself to stay away from Ted. Shanice laughs. Or what? She knew she'd see the real Leslie and puts her on notice. Shanice doesn't play. Leslie calls her feisty and thinks this will be fun. At Uptown, Kat tells her sister it's too bad Bill didn't make good on his plan to make her disappear. Kat wished her mother had gotten rid of her, because they'd all be living their best lives if she were gone. Martin walks up. "Why are you berating Eva?" Kat sticks to her guns. She calls Eva All About Eva and relates their story to the movie, All About Eve. They sit back down and Martin tells his sister to get a grip, that Ava's just trying to find her place in the family. She should blame their father and Leslie, not Eva, for the affair. Kat reminds her brother that Eva worked with Leslie toward that big reveal at the anniversary party and thinks she's getting a free pass for that and sleeping with her boyfriend. Martin was startled by that. Kat thinks she's trying to take over her life and wants Martin to take a side. Martin doesn't even know who she is right now. Kat thinks Eva owes them an apology for a broken marriage, her mom's tears, and alienation of affection. Martin tells Kat that Ava's not their half-sister. She's their sister. But Kat calls the woman a grifter and claims Martin's accepting their sister only to further his political career. Kat would never talk about him behind his back. Martin's confused. Eva says Kat was snooping earlier. Kat takes her Chelsea Cot purse and leaves, while Martin asks if Eva slept with Tomas after she's filled him in. Martin gets her to think subconsciously and consciously that Kat made her feel less than, which is why the mess happened. Martin says she's Kat's equal. About sleeping with Tomas, feelings are valid, but not all actions. That's what his mom says. Leslie didn't bring her up with those wise words. In LA, Donnie and Andre drink champagne, profess their love, and can't believe they have done everything backwards. He admits a part of him loved her since they were first together. It took him a while to get it. Donnie's not looking forward to the distractions when they return home. They vow to recreate this if need be. They agree, they fit together. They come first, and they gaze at their rings. They make plans for a hike and discuss him winning over everyone when they head home and consider creating new holiday memories. Andre wants to be with Ted since he'll be alone this year. Not interested because of what Ted did to Nicole. Andre is surprised since she made peace with Bill. He hopes she can someday move on from it. They kiss and he wants sex, but she wants NOBU. Naomi arrives at Bill's office and asks Hayley what she meant about getting $10 million. Hayley moves Bill's poison tea and tells her that her dad's bringing home that money in the next case. Naomi corrects it. It'll only be $2 million. Naomi gets snarky when she learns her stepmother is preparing Bill's tea. They used to drink coffee a lot. Naomi decides to taste the tea, and Hayley's eyes widen in concern. She sees red and karate chops the tea from her hand. She's protecting Naomi from her father's cold. Bill arrives and is confused when she learns Bill's not sick. He admits he had a tickle and thinks it's from the dust. They discuss Hayley being on the pill. Bill accuses Naomi of snooping on his wife's phone, but she denies it. The message about the pills popped up. While she was looking at the photos, Hayley was showing her. Bill believes her anger is misdirected because of her issues at home. Naomi balks at that and isn't interested in dissecting her problem-free marriage. She's there to apologize. She should have asked Hayley about the text. Bill hopes Hayley graciously accepts. The $10 million is brought up and Bill laughs and says they settled for $2. Naomi leaves and Hayley runs off to get more tea while Bill looks at a gold key and then calls Donnie. Donnie's pissed that Bill called and asks if the kids are okay. Bill says they're fine but have some Winterfest stuff to coordinate. Donnie tells him they'll do it after Thanksgiving. She'll call him when they're back. He has something he needs to say, he tells her while fingering the key. They disconnect and outside, Hayley spikes the tea with poison and brings it back to Bill, who drinks it up. Con storms into the Dupree manse and finds Chelsea not Gran. She asks her bestie cousin if she's a total bitch. She explains what went down with her siblings and that the world would be a better place if Eva weren't born. Catherine, Chelsea says, thinking she went too far. She thinks the sibling smackdown will end in a truce, but Kat thinks Ava's a twisted Goldilocks. She can't make nice. She feels a tsunami of anger with the woman. Chelsea thinks Ted put her on a pedestal, and now that she has to share his attention, she's crashed. Kat didn't know she was that petty. Chelsea agrees in this case. She's bitch. That said, she has a right to be suspicious of Eva, but the woman still exists, whether Kat likes it or not. She wonders how much energy she will waste on hating her. She could instead try to find something she doesn't hate about her, like her hair. Kat shrugs. She's not sure she can do it. Hooked on Beyond the Gates, join our official Beyond the Gates Facebook group. Get spoilers, recaps, theories, and fan talk all in one place.